Welcome aboard Trinity Youth Services. We at Trinity value new employees as partners and hope that your experience with us will be rewarding and fulfilling. I'd like to take a moment to introduce you to our management philosophy called Performance Quality Improvement, or PQI for short. When we talk about PQI, we refer to it as a culture because it is a way of doing and looking at things. PQI is a theory-based management system and philosophy based on the premise that most things can be improved. We can continually strive to improve our outcomes, internal and external client satisfaction, and quality of services provided. PQI encourages data collection and analyzation to promote quantifiable change. A central premise of PQI is that the root of most problems in the work environment lie in the process and not in people themselves. With that in mind, when we evaluate our processes, we can improve their functioning and thereby our effectiveness. There's some key points to remember about PQI, and it's easiest to define what PQI is not. It's not about identifying areas of criticism or judgment. Since the problem most often lies in processes, PQI helps us determine where process gaps exist. PQI is a culture and a system, which means it's a new way of thinking about what we do. PQI is ever-changing and cyclical in nature. There's no start point or end point. It's a process of identifying an improvement area, creating a possible solution, testing the solution, and quantifying that solution. And as external factors change, systems should be revisited and revised to always strive for an improved process. Through the use of PQI, we are creating a culture of continuous improvement where all staff feel and are vitally important to the growth and development of our agency. The PQI core team consists of me, Anne-Marie Barrow, and Christina Rodriguez. Our offices are located at the main administrative site in Colton, which we fondly refer to as Mission. But I can't stress enough how much each and every employee should be directly involved in the PQI process. Without your valuable input, PQI just won't work. The PQI implementation process is agency-wide. There are two primary teams that will support and sustain sub-teams. The main function of the PQI core unit is to plan and support the entire PQI process. The PQI mission team oversees the programmatic processes, and members from that team will oversee the development and functioning of the site-level teams. This slide provides a broad visual overview of the PQI flow. PQI involves a wide array of constituents, from external stakeholders and Trinity board members, as you see in the boxes to your left, to direct care staff, who will most often be involved in site-level PQI teams. At the site level, staff members may be chosen or may choose to form a team around an identified issue. Staff members then begin to brainstorm the problem and how it may be solved or the situation improved. This includes defining what data will be collected and analyzed. The scientific method is a way to test a solution and refine it or revise it if necessary. The steps to follow are outlined in the simple diagram. Key points to remember about PQI are that it is a process to be implemented over time. It's cyclical, and sometimes the first attempt to correct or improve a process is unsuccessful. Then we try again. PQI is a skill to be developed. As we use the process, we become more proficient with its implementation. All agencies have to learn the culture of improvement. PQI requires a sincere and honest assessment of how we do things and how our systems operate. And finally, we don't need to wait for a system to break down to improve upon it. When a PQI culture is in place, it provides the opportunity for all employees to engage, change, and improve the immediate environment in which most of our day is spent. It opens the door to use individual creativity to design new programs and program components. PQI creates a system by which we can determine and track program integrity through data collection and analysis. Use of this data allows us to identify trends and ensure the path we're on as an agency is in line with our mission statement. It assists us in refining the delivery of our services to our children and families. When we have an agency that engages in a process of continual refinement and improvement, it opens the doors to expand areas of service delivery. Ultimately, we get to continue to serve more children and families. Through the PQI process, anyone with a desire to make an impact can. It's simply a matter of seizing the day, so to speak. You are our agency. You are the hands that do the work and the voice that makes a difference. Again, welcome to Trinity.